Hi, Glam Fam. Today is True Crime Tuesday. So we are going to be completing this look together while I get into this story about a Jacksonville mom and her daughter of an incident that occurred on April the 1st of 2022. If you haven't yet joined the Glam Fam, I hope you consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you all could, please give this video a thumbs up so we can keep going on with these True Crime Tuesdays. And I hope you enjoy the story. Comment below and let me know your thoughts on the events. Let's get into it. So this story is about a Jacksonville, Florida mom and her 5-year-old daughter. Her name is Vanity. So to give y'all a little background about the story, Pamela Cabrera, I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. She suffered from mental illness. Her sister was given custody of her daughter. So just to give you all a disclaimer, all of the statements in this story are allegedly. We don't want to sit here and say, they're totally facts, because I'm going to say they're allegedly dealing with this case. Now, all of the facts are documented and filmed. So if you want to go and check out the background of the police body cam, and the 911 calls, you can definitely do so, but I'll also be including those clips in the video as well. Now, earlier in the day, Pamela called 911 for the police to come to her sister's house to allow her to have visitation when her daughter comes home from school.
Make that happen. Me. Have the court order.
But they're not even here. But you don't have a court order. And if you do have it, you don't have it here that I can see it. So I can't pull it up in the system because it's not a Duval court order.
The daughter nor the sister was there at the home at the time the police were called. So since no one was home at the time Pamela contacted the police for her to have visitation, the cop told her there's nothing he could do since no one is home, and plus he didn't even see a visitation or any court order or anything like that in the system. So the cop then proceeds to leave, and Pamela, she stays there at her sister's home. So not long after Pamela's sister and her daughter arrives back to the home, Pamela's sister then calls 911. So the police arrives on the scene, and Pamela's sister expressed to the police officer that Pamela is not wanted there. So the reason why her sister did not want her there is because Pamela allegedly is supposed to have gotten a mental health check, but she has yet to get it done. So she did not feel comfortable with her being there with unsupervised visits around her daughter. So the cop told Pamela she would have to leave because she was not wanted there and she didn't have any visitation rights. The sister was like she wasn't going to press charges or anything like that on her. She just wanted her to leave. Allegedly, the cop told Pamela that she could leave. He wasn't going to arrest her because her sister was not pressing trespassing charges against her. But as the cop told the sister, as long as she's not in the yard or in her house or anything, she can be out on the street. She's not breaking any law. So then the police leave again. A few hours later, Pamela's sister calls 911 again. So this time, Pamela's sister was calling 911 to report that Pamela took her 5-year-old daughter, Vanity, and sped off.
Jackson 911 was the location of your emergency.
Hi, I would like to report a kidnapping.
Where are you at?
I am in Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay, are you the one that was kidnapped? Who was kidnapped?
Sister came and took her, and she just sped off in the car with her.
She has no custody at all.
She has zero custody. I have all the paperwork. We literally just had the cops come today because she was in my house she was here at my house trying to take her, and we said no, and she took her anyways.
Do you know what kind of vehicle she was in?
Yes, she's in a gold Nissan Murano. I have the license plate number.
How long ago did they leave?
She just left. She just sped off, right now.
All right. And is she supposed to be around?
No, she's not supposed to have, she's allowed to have visitations, but only supervised. So I was standing right there with her, my newborn, and she sped off.
Okay, suspect.
So technically, because I was standing right there, it was fine, but she just put her in the car and sped off.
Do you know if she had any weapons, been drinking, doing any drugs?
I don't know if she had any weapons, and I don't think she's on any drugs, but she is pregnant. I don't know if that matters. She's, I think, like 4 months pregnant.
Okay.
No. Where are we going to go? I don't know where she went. I don't know anything. She just took off.
Okay. We've got officers coming to you as fast as they can.
Allegedly, at the time, Pamela was driving a gold Nissan Murano. So you guys will not believe this. Pamela led the police on a high-speed chase, honey. Allegedly, she just led them on a high-speed chase, and she was getting it down I-95, and it just goes downhill from there when she led them on a high-speed chase. But I'm wondering, like, how did it come to this? How did it come to this? Why did it come to this? Pamela led the high-speed chase for about 30 miles before her van crashed into a retention pond with her 5-year-old daughter inside. As seen on the police body cam, the police immediately jumped into the water to rescue them. As they were searching for them, Pamela then floated up on the surface, holding onto a tire. She was placed in a police car while they continued to search for her daughter. Unfortunately, they were unable to save Pamela's daughter. So, dealing with all of the events that occurred on this day, Pamela ended up stacking up so many charges against her. She faced charges such as aggravated manslaughter of a child, vehicular homicide, battery on a law enforcement officer, battery on an emergency medical care, aggravated fleeing or evading causing a death. Earlier this year, Pamela pled guilty to manslaughter and fleeing from the police. This was such a sad case, and my heart goes out to everyone who was involved in this situation. What are your thoughts about this case? Comment down below. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please make sure you give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. Stay tuned till next Tuesday for our next true crime video. See y'all later. Bye.